Welcome to CR111. So this is a bit of a guide, the overview of the course. The course has three components to them. The first component we'll be engaging with is the digital literacies, and the output of that is to look at some assessment tasks and prepare a web page which unpacks it for students, and that's your digital task. The other two components is your literacy, information introduction and knowledge, and in the same way numeracy. So these three elements form part of your course. So the course structure is outlined in a couple of places that I'm going to show you on Moodle. So here's our Moodle page, and there's a visual of our three elements. And if you have in the unit information here, click on there, there's the unit outline and your weekly outline. So they're the two things I'd like us to have a look at. So if we have a look at our unit outline, there's all the administrative information. This is the rationale and the reason for it, and it has the two elements to prepare you with the literacies, but also preparing you for land time. These are the content that we're going to do, and you notice those things there, the literacy, numeracy, and digital areas. Here's our learning outcomes, and all unit outlines at CHC are the same way. Now, lots of people like to say, what am I going to be assessed on? Well, this is what it is. First, you have quizzes, you have weekly quizzes, 5 for numeracy and 5 for literacy, 10 altogether, and they take up your task number 1, which comprises 20%. Examination at the end comprises 50%. And their web design, which I mentioned as one of the components, is the 30%. And those are your three areas that are explained in here. Now, reading through your unit outline, it gives more unpacking of your tasks that you need to do. So that's your unit outline. Now, your weekly schedule is over here, and I'll just bring it across. And your weekly schedule goes through Week 1, introduction, and we were having a test, a little pre-QET test, and if you achieve 70% or above in the pre-test, you'll be invited to be fast-tracked. Week 2 is digital module 1, 2, and 3, and you notice that we have some assessments due. Then we break after week 4, from week 5 onwards, we have 2 hours of literacy and 2 hours of numeracy. And that follows through, and there's the topics that are there. And you do a quiz in each of those weeks as you go along. You notice up to quiz number 5. And then we have an examination at the end in week 13 in class. So the broadband is we have introduction, and then we have digital element, and then we have literacy and numeracy running parallel for the remainder of the work we have in week 13. Where's the first task, which was quizzes? We have quizzes along the way. So that's the outline of our course. The assessment portal and so on is here, and here are the weekly quizzes. 5 numeracy, 5 literacy. These ones are hidden at the moment. That's your exam, and this is where you submit your web design task through there. And there's information on assessment. Down here's some exemplars of previous websites. Now, all the assessment will be gone through with you in class. How do I access each of the elements? Now, if you look at all the tiles, you notice what's going on here. You have digital, digital, digital. Okay, so there's your 3 digital modules. So the introduction plus the 3 makes the first 4 weeks. Then we have module 1 numeracy, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a bit of revision. And literacy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some revision. So they're your literacy and your numeracy modules and your digital modules. So that's how the course is organised. It's 13 weeks. You have quizzes along the way from week 5 onwards. You have examinations at the end in terms of literacy and numeracy, and you have your digital task at the beginning of your unit. So that's a bit of a wrap about what your course is all about.